another edition of the Goalpost. I'm your host, Oluwamayowa. I'm not alone. I have the usual suspects. I have Solomon making a return. Solomon did not get his wish. He was hoping Bayern would be in the final. However, PSG has proven to be the unstoppable force. They want to do. They are trying to get 2 for 2, but in any case, it's going to be PSG versus Arsenal on the 30th of May, and we don't know where the
Yes.
pendulum will swing. Solomon, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Mayowa. Amazing time to be back on the show again. And as you said, no, I did not get my wish, but we look forward to amazing time on on the 30th of May. Both teams obviously know each other, and they would obviously expect to see something amazing on the 30th of May, and we cannot but wait for that. We're looking forward to all of that on the 30th of May.
Okay, that's fantastic. And like they say, charity begins from home. Let's start from the home front. As we all know, the Unity Cup will be coming up on the 26th to on the 30th of May, in London, and Nigeria is poised to defend the Unity Cup. The last time we were able to dispatch Jamaica to win the Unity Cup. But this time around, there has been reports about Chelle not fielding, the mainstay of the Super Eagles in terms of the attack. Um, New names have emerged in terms of we have seen on the list we have a Terry Muffin who is making a return. We have Owoseni who is also making a return, and these are new players that are new to the foray. Do you think this is a step in the right direction? This shows that Excel is not bowing to pressure.
Oh well, I mean, if you we once had a conversation about Eric Chelle saying that if you do not play at your club side, you won't get a chance at the national team side either. And if you check this players, whilst I do not think quite a number of them, I think Owosemi also have not gotten like the required, probably the required number of minutes that is supposed to get at the club side. It does not take anything away from the quality of the players that is fielding or that is choosing to go with. Another thing is, if you ask me, it's just the Unity Cup. It does not matter in, it is. If you ask me, it is more like a friendly match that is just trying to warm players up. This does not in any way take anything from the quality of players like Aroko Dare and Kelechi Iheanacho, who has seemed to, find his form back in Celtic. He has scored 4 goals in 3 matches, and he is fast becoming the senior man that we know him to be. But again, as I said, Terry Murphy is not new to the team. Terry Murphy is one of the players that was pivotal to our Nations Cup. I think the last 2 editions, if I'm not mistaken. He's not a newcomer. He knows how to score goals. He is very good up front. So, and just recently, Porto just won the league. So he comes in with a wealth of experience as well, and I believe that he's the one that is going to head that attack. So, like as I said, we are not taking in from the quality of the players that Eric Chell has decided to field or that he has decided to call up. These players know their onions, and again, if you are going to talk about the other senior players that he has failed to call up, I just think that it is because of the type of tournaments that we are looking at. It is nowhere near the international tournaments, the continental tournaments that we would obviously have to field star strikers and senior players up front. So I do not have any issues with his lineup. I also think that it's even a very good opportunity for us to to see new players. For instance, in 2013, if I'm not mistaken, 2013 was it 2013 when Nigeria won the Nations Cup. We
Yeah,
had the likes of
2013.
Sunday Umba. 2020, take that again.
2013.
Yes, 2013. We had the likes of Sunday who came from Super plans, right? He was just playing in the FACup at the time when he eventually got the winning goal for Nigeria. I mean, if he was not picked up, by especially at the time, we probably never have won the tournament, or we just would not have known him, right? So this is a very good opportunity for the new players to also show their quality. Leave it all on the pitch. Tell us this is exactly what they can offer to the team, and see how well they can deliver. And hopefully, when they do deliver, because I genuinely think they will, then we would see them on the grander stage, or on the bigger stage that matters when it comes to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, Collins is here. Collins, what do you make of the report that Eric Chelle is dropping, some other players, and is dropping the established players, the likes of, Ian Acho, the likes of Tolu Arukodare. He's dropping them and he's favoring the likes of Duro Simi Hafiz, Owoseni, and the likes of Terry Muffin, who has not been a member of the Super Eagles for a while.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Mayo. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Solomon. It's beautiful to be here again. I think that HL is objectives are pretty clear. According to what he said, he noted before he provided the squad list that this is experimental. That's going to be experimental with the players is going to bring in. You understand? It's going to be adding some new faces, you understand, because we need it, you understand. And he also stated that it's going to go as local as possible, pick up some players from the MPFL, to come to play this competition. Because honestly, to be very honest, no disrespect to the Unity Cup, you understand, but it's not that serious. You understand? I think it's just a preseason, you understand, it's just a friendly game, you understand? The four teams that are participating in Nigeria have it's only Nigeria that have won this thing twice. You understand? The remaining three teams they have not won it. So you can see that we are superior, and we are the only team that is rated that we are higher in FIFA rankings. You understand? Among these four teams, you can see that it's not that serious. You understand? So let's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Not calling Iheanacho, Tolu and the likes. You understand? He also didn't call Ushimen. Didn't call Ushimen. Didn't call Ademola Lookman. You understand? So he left these players out too. You understand? The attacker, the Nigeria Super, they are blessed with quality attackers. You understand? You see them scattered all over the leagues. You understand? Scattered in this one or the other. You can even see some Nigerians attackers that are playing in Kazakhstan league. You can see them playing in Oman. So all these unknown leagues, you can see them there. You understand? So he's trying to bring them out. You understand? See if they can perform. You understand? He's calling the likes of Femi Aziz from Millwall. Yeah, he's calling the
True.
likes of Hussein from. You understand? He's calling the likes of Jules Simi from Pisa. So you can see what he's trying to achieve here. You understand? Trying to bring in these new faces. You understand? So we'll have options. You understand? And the competition is fitting. You understand? It's not that serious. The competition is not that serious. You understand? It's not that I don't even see one team there posing a threat to us. Maybe just Jamaica. You understand? Maybe just Jamaica, but the rest, I think, is an easy competition for us. So if you want to field any player, you can. You understand? And he also stated that it's going to be experimental. So this is as experimental as it can get. You understand? He also called Anas Yusuf from Nasarawa United. You understand? You can see that it's going as local as possible. You understand? Digging, going deep, looking for these players to field them. You understand? So it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that
Uh,
deep. And as
but,
regards to
but,
the Unity Cup,
but,
I
but,
see
but,
us.
but, but, but Collins, let me play the devil's advocate here. We all know that there are a whole lot of resistance to Eritrea. Remember, he put out a 19-point agenda. He gave the NFF a 19-point agenda, and somebody in the NFF decided to leak it to Nigeria so that probably Nigerians will jump on him and start criticizing him. Don't you think if this move backfires, people will start calling for his job, people will start thinking that he's incompetent. Remember, and this just, I mean, from the way the NFF has behaved so far, Eric Chell might be 2 games away from being fired, might be 2 bad games away from being fired. If this move goes the other way, and don't you think, the people that have been waiting in the shadows to jump on Eric Chell and criticize him for no just reason will take an advantage of this?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. You understand? Because there are people that are against him, obviously, and they are waiting for an opportunity for him to slip up. And but let's remember that honestly, I don't think NHL has done bad so far. You understand? I feel like some of the you can see that this man is the pattern. This man is the philosophy. You understand? It was once you have watched football for a long time, you see coaches implement their play style, imprint their philosophy on teams. You understand? And we have seen what HL have been trying to do with this Super Eagles side so far. You understand? The problem now is can can they back him up? Can they let him stay long enough for him to do this? You understand? One of the requirements he listed in that long list was the opportunity for him to pick players by himself. You understand? To
True.
select the players that will come up for at the international stage. You understand? He also asked for the permission to go as local as possible. You understand? Going to Remo Stars, going to Enyimba to pick players. He's not just looking at Europe now, he's looking locally. So that's what he's trying to implement here. And this is a step. You understand? Him calling all these players, you understand, calling the likes of Joseph Arumala from Ikorodu City. You understand? These are grassroots players that is calling up. So I feel like this is a step in the right direction. This is a step in the right direction. And look, moving forward, those is people that are not wishing him well, that want him to slip up, they'll be looking, they'll be waiting. You understand? But I think this is the key. This is where the waiting been, because I see Nigeria winning this. We won it in 2025. We're still going to win it again. You know, it's going to be back to back because there's no real threat in this competition. The only real threat are Jamaica, and they've not won it before. They have just been runner up twice. So they are going to wait in vain. They should wait for another competition, not the Unity Cup, because this is going to turn out in Eric Shell favor.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Let me quickly add to that, please. Let me quickly add to that.
Yes, go ahead.
Um, I think it's quite funny that if Chelle does not even win the Unity Cup, then we now want to sack him. That's laughable, right? That's funny, because I do not remember a match that Chelle has lost in 90 minutes. I might be
That's
wrong,
very true.
but you need to
That's very
remind me.
true.
I don't remember a match that he has lost in 90 minutes. Both matches that he lost in terms of DR Congo to qualify for the World Cup, and Morocco to qualify for the finals of the Nations Cup, they were both on penalties, right? This is a guy that knows his onions. He knows his onions. He knows what he wants, and he is willing to go all the way out. See, this is the thing here. We have a culture of mediocrity in Nigeria, and that's the fact. We have a culture of mediocrity in Nigeria. When someone is demanding to do their job at an excellent level, we begin to question their not just their ability but their attitude, because we don't even know what excellence looks like. That is why somebody can think that it is right for them to leak the 19 points or the agendas that he put out, that he wants to be able to be the one to be in charge of these things. We did talk about those 19 points, and we the ridiculousness of the list is even laughable. It's only in Nigeria that you can even have something like that being asked for when it ought to be provided beforehand, right? So as I said, Eric Chell knows his onions, he knows what he wants, and he's willing to go all out to get it. And as Collins rightly said, we just need to back him up. There is absolutely no reason why we are even going all out with the Unity Cup. It is just nobody even knows. To be honest, even the old men that would normally watch Nigerian football, quite a number of them don't even know about the Unity Cup, right? It is inconsequential. It is inconsequential. It is literally a friendly match. Just get to know these players, experiment with them, and that's it. There's no point fighting over what's not, please.